Corey Brad of StoryCounty.News. We are joined by a contributor to StoryCounty.News. It's been a long day as you see me mumble right out of the gates here in this interview, and I wanted to talk with Jared Barger here as, again, a contributor to StoryCounty.News, and he is here enjoying the festivities. And you see behind us here, John, if you pan around to the right, you'll see the big Burke statue. Burke, a major contributor and sponsor of this event to help make this thing possible. Jared, I know you have been out here for several hours. You endured what we considered to be a dust storm. I don't know that that's been officially labeled as such from any meteorologist or somebody who has the authority to do so, but what did you think of the weather, that little spell there we had?
Well, Corey, I didn't endure anything. I sat down in the coffee shop, but, you know, I noticed the clouds over there were getting a little dark, a little ominous about 4 o'clock, and I was like, well, that didn't look good. And the radar said a little rain coming in, but yeah, then all of a sudden you just see the dirt flying, and I don't know, I was glad I was inside, and then now we got the sun back, so.
It's been a bipolar afternoon as far as weather, because we literally had this sunshine early. Down at the 5K at Billy Sunday Field, we had sunshine, we had very little wind, and then all of a sudden it switched to wind, no sunshine, rain, and now it's back. We have no wind, we have sun and heat. And usually a storm will cool things down, it hasn't done that. I know you were excited for Jo Dee Messina this evening. I think tickets are very reasonable, $30 for a really big country act in the late 90s, Jo Dee Messina. 9 #1 hits. Just your thoughts on the entertainment for a small community like Nevada.
Oh, it's huge to have her come. I mean, that's a big name right there. Like you said, she's got a whole bunch of singles that hit the top 10. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing her live. And yeah, it was a reasonable price. I think it's big for the city of Nevada.
Absolutely, and I do want to thank our sponsors. I've been plugging them throughout the day, and we did just kind of take a bit of a break to be able to regroup and eat. But let me just run through our sponsors once again, because they've helped make these live streams possible. For anybody watching on Facebook who's not able to be here live, we do appreciate that. Please share these live streams out so that others can know that we're covering the event. That's really what we want to do. We want to make sure that we have a presence to provide people who can't make it to these local events, provide people with coverage and information so that they can kind of be here without being here if they're not able to make it for some reason. So Aspen Waste Systems, thank you for sponsoring these live streams. If you're interested in applying for a job, Aspen Waste is hiring. They provide both commercial and residential trash services in Story County. They've been doing so since 2011. They're hiring mechanics, drivers with competitive wages and benefits and a substantial limited time only signing bonus. Apply at aspenwaste.com. Also Almaco. Thank you, Almaco, here in Nevada. They have been terrific in sponsoring this event, helping this event and the Run Series happen. And they've also sponsored our live stream. So thank you, Almaco. They are growing and hiring in manufacturing and service teams. Visit their website at almaco.com to learn more about this family-friendly company. And one more to put a plug in for Dewey Ford, specifically Josue Alvarez at Dewey Ford in Ankeny. For all your new and used vehicle purchasing needs, contact Josue Alvarez at 515-776-1068. You can also check him out on Facebook. All right, Jared, you have not eaten yet. And the vendors are supposed to be wrapping up pretty soon, but, you know, there's a lot of patrons still out here who have not made their way into the gates yet. Do you have anything in mind as far as food this evening?
I haven't eaten dinner. Smoke and G's Barbecue provided me with a wonderful lunch. I recommend the mac and cheese, brisket on top, a little spicy barbecue sauce. It'll treat you nice. For dinner, though, you know, I'm still pretty full up, but I think I'll hit the Kona Ice stand, get a little refreshment as the sun's coming back out here. Feels a little more like summer now.
I had a tenderloin, had some cheese curds. Your sister had some coleslaw. Lots of options out here. It's not just pizza and pie, but a lot of pizza and pie themed items. So, Jared, appreciate you for everything you do with StoryCounty.News and certainly being out here supporting it. You still have time to get down here before Jo Dee Messina. Buy your tickets live in advance. Live, what am I saying? Buy your tickets in advance. Boy, I'll tell you, the blood sugar's going up as those carbs start to hit my bloodstream. Buy your tickets in advance. Jo Dee Messina live here at 7 p.m. Buy your tickets, pizzapieluza.com for more information, and she'll get out there around 7, a little after 7, after the opening act. So, Jared, appreciate the time, and we'll have a good time tonight.
All right, thank you. Let's do it.
For Jared Barger, Corey Brad of StoryCounty.News, we'll check in.